Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this.
Because you live in the community, you know what your community needs. You know where the problem is starting, and you know why the youth is acting the way they are acting. So I believe if we come together as one and speak up and do something about it and not point our fingers at certain people, we can get it done. We can change our youth ways. So tune in, stay tuned, and we see you later. Oh look, there we go. There we go. We about to get started. See y'all.
One more night to get this.
My name is Anton Moore, president and founder of Unity in the Community that deals with gun violence prevention here in Philadelphia, helping young kids get jobs, helping young kids go to college, helping returning citizens, find employment. We do a great amount of things, help, when rental assistance and different things like that. Also, we're doing a docu-series that's coming out in August. It came out last November. First episode was Way to Death with Meek Mill. We follow a young lady named Dominique who was murdered in West Philadelphia. The second episode is a Black Thought from the Roots, and we follow a young lady named Tanera, 3 years old, who was murdered in Philadelphia. Yeah, it was good. Misguided youth. No one ever wants to mention this, but it always takes a village. You know what I mean? People don't want to, enlist that. A lot of times, they cared for the kids, looked after them, and now you don't really have that. So also, too, parenting is key to it as well. Because I was just reading something on social media where they were talking about how kids are able to stay over other people's house without their parents. Parents know. And I said to myself, we couldn't do that. You had to be in the house by 8 o'clock or your mom was going crazy. She came looking for you. But now, kids are able to stay out when they want to. So, parenting, but also the lack of the village raising the kids.
I definitely remember me and my sister doing that, but I was somebody down the street telling my dad coming and pulling up.
Yeah. It plays a role, but it's also how they were raised as well. You know what I mean? Because if you was raised by a parent who didn't play that, then you're going to teach your kids the same way. You know what I mean? So it's a village. It's a passed down village that they can look at and say, who's raising our kids today? You know what I mean? Who are they being respectful to? You know what I mean? So kids are being disrespectful. They come from somewhere. I don't care how you look at it in life. A kid can go out in the world and do whatever. But it's certain principles that they were taught at home that they know we cannot violate. Now you'll have some kids who will slip through the cracks, but most of the time, when you had that stern parent who would whoop your ass, as I would say.
And there's always that one sister.
Yeah, there's always one. My sister ran away. Don't kill me, Miss Sandra, but my sister was going through some things. But she stabilized. Yeah, it takes a village.
So do you think programming will help you?
Of course.
I know that these things will help them become better parents when they experience trauma, violence in the home, or even outside of the home.
And you know what? That comes back to what I said about the village. We need more people to step up to the plate. You know what I mean? Because I know it's a program that we're launching called the Unity in the Community Carpentry Academy, where we're taking 10 at-risk youth. We're going to be teaching them how to build. Not only how to build, but also as well keep that thing and start their own stuff, do their own stuff. The upbringing and getting the shit slapped out of me from time to time, and getting a belt in the back, whatever you want to call it, it kept me on that path. My mom always made sure. You know what I mean? Also, what about where you come from? A lot of times, when you come from the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. So being able to understand that, you just didn't veer from that.
But the prices for some of the things they do are high.
So,
and then the application fees, you got to wait for the process is limited spots. I believe more community in the community, more programs, not just 1 year.
We have to have the heart. We got to get people off the sideline. Some people complain like, oh, it's not this, not that. Change starts with us. You know what I mean? We look over there and say, why is those weeds like that or anything like that? Because you have to go and do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in hustle in the community. So I don't believe any programs that we've ever done has never been a charge. Because I believe if we can't charge the same people that we're trying to serve. You know what I mean? So I can't take from them and then try to give back to them. It's just, we all have to do something to get them. Like, for example, we got kids in our community for the last 10 years. We've helped kids go to college. You get what I'm saying? We can't say to them, I want you to do good and do great, but then leave. You got to invest in them. So we're taking 20 students. We're going to be surprised with 20 students with $1,000 a piece of college for their book, but also giving them a laptop computer so that we can help them succeed. Because we have to send a message that not only are we proud of you, but we want to invest in you. We care about your future. We have kids right now, shout out to the No More organization as well. We have kids right now who we help on a daily basis with college every year. But Unity in the Community has been doing this for the last 10 years. You know what I mean? I look at some young men and young women who we've helped, and they're like, yo, you really doing your thing. And some of them stop and say, yo, thank you for believing in me. Thank you for helping out. And I'll be like, wow, I think that the gift that I receive is that I'm doing good. Noticing that we plant seeds. You know what I mean? Even the young brothers, we help get jobs. You know what I mean? Things like that are very helpful. Mentorship. That's key. When schools open back up, we gotta be in them schools. You know what I mean? But we gotta be willing to invest everything we have in our young people. Responsible child out of 4 or 5 kids. My second oldest brother was that responsible child. You know what I mean? It's like in the hood, we have to pick up the slack. When someone is falling, we have to be there, to pick it up. And my second oldest brother, he was that person that made sure we ate, made sure we had our food, made sure, we were on track. You know what I mean? Even though he was a little bit older, we still respected him. You know what I mean? Because he understood, we was able to understand the grind that my mom was on. You know what I mean? My mom graduated from high school at the age of 37. I'm sorry, at the age of 44, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? She dropped out of high school when she had us, you know what I mean? But she went back and did what she had to do. But it takes a village to raise it. If you have one child, find that responsible cousin, find that responsible uncle. Look, I need your help, you know what I mean? Because it takes a village, you know what I mean? We can't look and complain about kids and say, they're not doing this, they're not doing that, but we're not helping, you know what I mean? For every person that stands to criticize a young person, I want to find out what they're doing to help them, you know what I mean? And it's a beautiful feeling, man. Mentor kids, I see some of the kids we've mentored, and I look at them, and like I said to myself, wow, you know what I mean? But it took a lot of hours and minutes to invest in them, and dealing with young people in the street, go and talk to them. Have a conversation. Find out what they believe in. Find out what they want to be involved in. You know what I mean? Like, one of the things I do is I talk to young people. We've been to court with young brothers, who was in deep trouble. Went into households and helped young brothers where mothers might have been crying. And it's like, look, this is what we need to do, to help them. But if you're going to do anything, you have to be consistent. If you're going to work with our young people, you have to be consistent. Because a lot of times, in their lifetime, they've been let down by a lot of people. You know what I mean? We can't just blame the parents, you know what I mean? But you can't let these young kids down. You know what I mean? Like the program that we're doing, we're going to be doing this over a span of 4 to 5 months. You know what I mean? I've already talked to some of my friends who are talented in film. They're going to be doing the same thing. Now, we're talking about doing a film academy. We're talking about doing a DJ academy. All these things are starting to come full circle. But I'm going to tell you this, one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to charge our kids. We're going to make sure we bring sponsors in to pay for that, because if I'm trying to help you, I can't charge you. You know what I mean? People don't have it, so we have to understand who we're trying to reach. Most of the people that we're trying to reach are in deep poverty. So if you're trying to reach them, you can't hit them with a charge, because what if one day that kid don't show up because he didn't pay his fee? Then you have to realize, if that kid go out and do something wrong and say he ain't show up to the program because he ain't had the money and he ended up dead, I would never want our fee to be the reason why we weren't able to save him. It's always going to be about money. They're always going to have music, they're always going to have movies and all that stuff. But it's up to us as adults to show the kids the right way. So that's fugazi, which is fake, and that's real right there. You know what I mean? But we have to start to uplift and change that, because at the end of the day, kids seem to mimic what they see. You get what I'm saying? If they see kids going to college and people are excited about it, they're going to do it. If they see people excited about somebody come home from jail, they're like, look, I'm going to get the same celebration. So we have to be proactive and do the things and celebrate things that are positive, while still helping them young men and young women that need help. I get phone calls all the time with young brothers that we help find jobs. And I feel good when I hear them and say, well, I just got a promotion, or I'm doing good, I'm doing well. Because if I help a young brother rehabilitate themselves, then they're able to take care of their children, guide them in the right direction, so that when they have kids, they can do the same thing. Yeah. If you want to nominate them, you can email us at unity, community13 Our partnership program starts, what's this, the 10th? The 27th. 27th we start the partnership program. Got the scholarship going on, mentoring. So all that kicks in with we still do our like giveaways and stuff like that. We're going to be doing something back to school. Hopefully we're going to help you. And since you're doing a back to school event, we're going to commit $500 to help you out with your back to school event. So we want to be helpful.
Hey, yeah, that's great. That is.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business.